Hello everyone, my name is Muon and welcome to my Bear Bookmark crochet tutorial. I have two other versions of this bookmark that I'll be making video tutorials for soon. If you like this video, this design, or my glowing personality, consider liking, subscribing, commenting, following me on socials, or supporting me on Ko-fi. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. We are going to start off with a magic circle. If you don't like magic circles, then you can use a substitute of a chain 3 with a slip stitch. Next, we are going to chain 2 to reach the height of a double crochet, and then we're going to put 6 double crochets straight into the circle. We are not going to treat the chain 2 as an individual stitch. Instead, we are only going to be considering the 6 double crochets that we've made as stitches for the next round. Tighten the circle by pulling on the tail end of your work. Instead of working in the round, we are actually going to chain 2 and turn our project. You're going to put 2 double crochets into each individual stitch, leaving you with a total of 12 double crochets. This is more of a preference, but you're going to put 1 stitch marker on the first and last stitch of the row, and now we're going to be working counterclockwise in the round. Working across the base of your half circle, you're going to be putting 8 single crochets from one end to the other. Now you're going to put 1 slip stitch in the next 3 stitches. In the next stitch, we are going to put 4 double crochets together. In other words, you're going to be putting 4 double crochets into the same stitch. Now you're going to make 4 slip stitches, or 1 slip stitch in the next 4 stitches. Just like before, in the next stitch you're going to be putting 4 double crochets together. Finishing up, you're going to make 4 slip stitches, or 1 slip stitch in the next 4 stitches. And now you're going to cut your yarn. You're going to now make a slip knot and then make a chain that is as long as you want your bookmark to be. I personally made a chain of 45. Once you're done with that, you can go ahead and cut your yarn. For the tassel, you're going to wrap your yarn loosely around your hand about 8 times. Now you're going to want to cut the base of all of those created loops. And now cut the yarn that is connected to the ball. Cut a short length of yarn that is about 1 inch longer than the length of all of those strips that you've just made. Tie a double knot in the middle of the strips with the yarn you just cut. Cut a second piece of yarn that is slightly longer than the first. Fold all of the tied strips in half. Now, using the second piece of yarn that you cut, tie a double knot about 1/2 inch from the tip of the folded strips of yarn. using a smaller hook, I'm using a 2mm hook, you're going to pull free the end of the knot that is underneath the loop that you tied in order to secure everything. I know this sounds a little confusing when I describe it verbally, so I highly recommend taking a look at the little diagram that I have left on the screen. You're now going to want to weave in all of the ends on the headpiece. Sew the tassel onto one end of your chain. Once the tassel is secure, sew the rest of the end straight down the head of the tassel and through the loop so that it blends in with the other ends. Again, if this is kind of confusing, I have made another diagram. Cut and trim the ends of the tassel to the same length. Sew the other end of the chain of chains right onto the bear head. Cut the face details out of felt. In this case, I've used white felt so it can have a bit more of a contrast. Finally, you're going to want to glue all your details into place. You can also sew them if you don't like or have glue. Now you can take breaks from reading without fear of forgetting your place. Enjoy your new bookish companion.